welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at Mothership 9 along with a few other goodies that I picked up when this palette went up for sale. If you're interested in seeing what my thoughts are on Mothership 9, a mini haul, and lid swatches. Yes, you guys, lid swatches. I'll explain a little bit more, then just keep watching. Hi guys, so thank you so much for clicking on my video. Today, as you saw in the title, we are going to be looking at Mothership 9. She has landed, baby. Now, before we get started, I wanted to just quickly share with you the goodies that I got along with the palette and share why. This might be a lengthy video, so there will be timestamps in the description box below as well as a pinned comment, so feel free to jump around to see what you'd like to see, and that way you get all of the information you need. This portion of the video will be the mini haul. Now, seriously, this is what I told Kara and Ash when we were getting ready to place our order. I said, honestly, like, there's a couple other items that I've been wanting and just holding off. I still need two Mothership palettes, Subliminal and Sublime. But I was like so unexcited about this palette, to be honest, that I was like, I need to add a few other items that I've had my eye on just to keep things exciting. And so one of the things that I bought in addition with my Mothership palette was I did go back and I got my Skin Fetish Ultra Glow Highlighter. This is in the shade Divine Rose. I didn't pick this up the last time when Eternal Eden came out. I had been kind of disappointed with the Hockey Puck one, you know, the first one that we got last December, that I didn't pick this up. But I had such a good experience with my Golden Nectar when the blushes released. And since I had both of those highlighters, I wanted to pick this one up. It's so beautiful. It's got like a really beautiful pink glow. It is gorgeous, you guys. It's actually what I'm wearing here. This is the subtle glow here. I feel like it could be like an everyday highlighter. Very soft, very beautiful. I've also had my eye on the Peach Perversion lip gloss for a while. I love Pat McGrath lip glosses, and so it was actually part of a duo that was on sale. I think that instead of it being $56 for both of the glosses, they were both on sale for $28. So I got them for 50% off, and I got Peach Perversion and Sunset Rose. Those are the shades there. Very beautiful. I really like her lip gloss formula, so I got these for $28. And the last thing that I got, which is a lip duo, I'm actually wearing it right now, is one of her liquid matte lipsticks. I didn't have any. This one's in the shade Nude Cabaret. It was a little bit more pink-ish / nude concealer lips than what I wanted, but it still worked out okay. It came paired up with the Buff lip liner. I love her lip liner formula. I think it's amazing. It was way too light, and so I ended up going and lining my lips with Suburbia because it just was a little bit too concealer lipish. And of course, the last thing that I picked up was Mothership 9 Huetopian Dream, along with this Instensifeyes Artistry Wand that we will put to good use today. But those are all the things that I picked up when this Mothership released. I wasn't excited about the palette that much, you guys. I knew that I was going to get it, so I saw no point in waiting to get it. And I wanted to be able to give you guys my thoughts. And I also had like a unique spin to the video that I thought might be helpful, so that's why I got it. But honestly, I was more excited about the other things that I picked up than the palette. Now, you might be watching a ton of these review videos right now because everybody's uploading them, so I will not get too in-depth about the palette. But out of respect for the ones that maybe haven't watched a ton of videos, I did want to mention that this Mothership palette retails the same as the other Motherships, which is $125. There is 10 shades in this palette. There's going to be a total of 3 shimmers, 1 duochrome shimmer, and then 3 special shades here at the end. Giving you a total of 10, and then 3 mattes. I'm wearing 2 of the mattes in this look here, and so basically what I did is I went in with the shade that I was the most excited about, which was the shade Shockwave. This is the prettiest coral pink I have ever seen, and so I put that all over the lid. Then at the very top, what I ended up doing is I buffed out or blended out that pink shade with Secret Eden. It was just like a really nice neutral shade for that. And then I went in with my artistry wand. And what you see me doing here is I actually put the product on my finger and then took the finger and applied it onto the lid, because what I noticed in doing my lid swatches earlier was that when you apply the pen directly to the eyelid, it actually picks up the other product. So I don't want to get my pen too dirty. So I applied the Artistry Wand product onto my finger, dabbed it on my lid, and then I went in with one of my favorite shades in this palette, which is Astral Venusian Orchid. Oh my gosh. This special shade I die for. I'm going to tell you that it looks very similar to some of these palettes that we've seen from Alien Cosmetics, It's Belle Cosmetics, Adept Cosmetics, but in the luxury world, in the mainstream makeup world, we haven't seen these shades too much, and so it's very beautiful. But that's what I have in the center lid there. And then in the inner corner, what I have is actually Skin Show Nude Ecstasy. I've seen this shade many times over in the Mothership palettes, or a version of it, so nothing special, but the overall look I thought came out so beautiful. So I'm very excited about this look. I'm really curious, like, what are you guys thinking about the palette? Did you decide to wait? Did you get it right away because this is your color story? What do you think? Let me know. I'm just so curious, because I know for me, you guys, I was not too thrilled. It is a lot of pink. It does not look like a Huetopian dream to me, but that's just me. In general, like, we obviously know that the palette was going to perform beautifully because Pat McGrath is very well known for her amazing eyeshadow quality, and so I knew that part. And even though we were itching for a Mothership palette, now I just can't wait till the holidays and hopefully she'll give us a Mothership 10, because I feel like maybe then we'll get greens and blues and grays like I've been wanting, but we'll see. In any case, it is a gorgeous palette. We're gonna go ahead and go into the swatch portion of the video. If you have any questions, please leave those down below. Let me know if the lid swatches were helpful for you as you were watching the video. I just wanted to put a little bit of a different spin on it because I knew there'd be a ton of reviews, but sometimes we wanna use just one shade, or, you know, put a black base and then put the shimmer over, whatever the case. So I wanted to swatch the shimmers and the special shades individually, both with and without the wand, so that you could see if the wand is really worth it as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get into arm swatches. I'm gonna turn on the music while I do this. I'll come back, maybe give a little bit of commentary, then we'll go straight into lid swatches, and after that, my final thoughts. Again, this might be a little bit lengthier of a video. I'm just not sure yet. I won't know until I get into editing, but I will leave timestamps down below so that you can kind of go wherever you want to go and see the things you want to see. If you like this video, enjoy this video, don't forget to like the video. Make sure and share it with a friend that you think might be useful. And also go see me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll see you there. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, let's get into the swatches.
Show me the car when you turn me on. When you tell me you want me down. Done it, I done this before you fall. I won't catch you, don't know I'm stalling. Cause you love to have them all crying. Calling me sweeter, telling me you need me. But I'm from a city that's high school. I give them this and the more I go. Cause you a bad man, if she don't love money. She break across real fast like conman. Wanna swim down to the deep end. Wanna know all my secrets, honestly. Can you keep it real? Cause honestly, I can tell that you're real fond of me. Baby, don't be shy. I can see it in your eyes. I've been running around. Too bad, I've been sticking out your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from.
Okay, so we just saw all of the swatches. That looks like a lot of pink to me. A lot of pink. The only two shades that I'm like really excited about are this one, this coral shade here, and then this one here, which is the last shade in the top row. It is definitely one of her special shades, but I wasn't expecting that because even in the pan, I mean, here looking at it from the side, you can see a shift, like a pink purple shift, but even looking at it head on, it looks like a very meh shade. And it's swatched the most beautiful ever. So I'm really happy about this one. And I'm really happy about this corally shade here. Everything else is kind of meh. I mean, this is pink. It's pink. It's like a soft It's like a dusty pink rose. Now, that being said, but we knew that. So my spin to all of the Mothership 9 reviews and look inspos that you will see out there is that I'd like to do lid shades on all of the shimmer colors that we have in the palette. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do one eye with the shimmer just with my primer on. And on the other eye, I'm going to do it applying the artistry pin to see, like, is this really worth it if you're just buying the pin, if you don't necessarily like the palette? What is it going to do to ump up the shimmer shades? In the promos that I've seen, they really only use this artistry pin with the special shades at the end of the palette, but I'm going to use them with the shimmers that I see. Although there's technically like 7 shimmers, one of them is more of a metallic shimmer, which is this one here, the first one. So I'm not going to do it with this one, but I am going to go into these 2 shimmers as well as the 4 special shades to see if it really does anything to oomph them up. And I'm doing this because A, I want to find the magic in this palette so very badly because, you know, it's kind of pink. And then 2, because there's going to be people that are just not interested in the palette, but that were really intrigued by this pin. Does it work? Does it really oomph them up and take the shimmer or glitter to the next level? So we're going to find out. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the music and we're going to go ahead right into it. I'm going to show you which shade I am swatching on the lid at the bottom of the screen. And as a reminder, there will be timestamps in the description box below. So if you want to skip ahead or go back to something, you can do that as well. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Today I'm using the Kaleidos Tone Activator on both eyes, and then one of them will have this Instensifeyes Artistry pin.
Everybody swear they solid till you put that heat on nice. We was taught to shine, now we looking like the city lights. Heard that boy was switching up, tell him he gon' need advice. If you still around, you still by me, yeah, you did me right. And I told him that's a strong bet. Whole team winning, yeah, we all set. And we ain't really in it at if you ain't on that. Once you give me the same love, I give it all back. It be the ones you don't expect to have it out for you. Even when I was down bad, I was down for you. Even if I ain't have it, bro, you had it too. I don't be feeling like that vibe is compatible. Okay, make no mistakes, now them boys don't mess around. Yeah, I'm flawless, I'm great, you should come and check me out. I'ma do what it take, long as they don't take me out. Couple rules finna break, till things straighten out. Yeah, this is brand new, gear up on me, she up on me, man. Watch your mans too, separate your homie from your fan. Keep your hand due, for they still around.
Okay, so here is the first shade swatched, which is Cosmic Bloom, this shimmer right here. I think that it took a little bit of work to get it to really look the way that I wanted to with my brush initially on this side here. So this is the one without the artistry pin. This is the one with. As far as opacity or like really umphing up the shade, I don't think it did, but maybe just a little tad. Not too crazy. I'm thinking maybe it was designed for the special shades at this time, but we'll see. That's what it looks like there. So leave me your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know if you think that there's a difference or not. Another thing that I sort of pointed to when I was swatching this one is that I did have the Kaleidos Tone Activator primer on the lid. And when I went in with my artistry pin, it like moved and picked up the primer. And so I'm thinking that for the next few shades, I'm not going to have primer on the side that I'm going to use the activator pin on. It was something I was trying out, but I don't think it'll work. It is going to go ahead and lift that product. So, I mean, there's the first one. The shade is beautiful. The shade is pink. Maybe I can see a tiny bit of difference on the side with, like I said, the artistry pin. But let's go ahead and go into the next shimmer and see if we can tell. I will not have primer on this eye next time around.
Till you put that heat on nice. We was taught to shine, now we looking like the city lights. Heard that boy was switching up, tell him he gon' need advice. If you still around, you still by me, yeah, you did me right. Now they mad at you. Shit was bad, so we did what we had to do. They be corny, they still posted on the avenue. Been on our grind, took our time like a sabbatical. Rather be realer than fake. We the ones that made it out. Rather be early than late.
Okay, so again, here we go. This is the artistry pin. This is without. I think on this deeper shade, we can see a little bit more of a difference. It's not going to take the shade to the next level, at least not with these shimmers that I can see so far. You know, let me see if I can build this one up that doesn't have the artistry pin. But I do think that it makes it stick better, and it maybe intensifies it just a tad bit. What do you guys think? Let me know. I feel like on this deeper shade I can see it just a little bit. You see there how it's a little deeper? This shade is gorgeous. This one is Bronze Desire, and it's so pretty. It's not really like a color I gravitate towards, but it's really, really nice. I'm hoping that we can see a bigger difference with the special shades. So we're gonna go ahead. We have one like Sextraterrestrial. It's the Blitz Sex Stream that's coming up, which is like a duochrome. It's not a special shade. Let's go ahead and do that one next. And then the last three will be the special shades, and then we can really decide.
I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. See, we was cool right before it hit the fence, but it hit the fan when I got him down and pinched. But I took a break, I had to leave and go get cleansed. God forgive me for all my sins. I can't say these hoes, cause my last name ain't Kent. Cooking on the stove, that's the way he paid the rent. Working on the pole, that's the way she paid tuition. Better watch your soul, cause you know they trying to get it. Yeah, yeah. I learned my right from wrong on a song. I let my heart bleed.
Okay, this is gorgeous. It's got like a, I guess like instead of the pink green flip that Sextraterrestrial had, it's got like a pink bronzy like charcoal shift. It's so gorgeous. When I shift this way, you guys can see when it goes gray there. It is so beautiful. On this one, that's a little bit of a deeper, more opaque shade. I feel like that I did see how the artistry pin did oomph it up, so I will say that. So I'm very, very hopeful for the three special shades that we have left. But this is so pretty, you guys. Like, can you imagine this one with just like maybe like a little bit of black, like just to deepen up the outer V? But honestly, it's a one and done shade. You know, maybe some thick eyeliner and you're good to go. This one's so, so pretty. And I didn't think I was excited about this one, but it is gorgeous.
You might get stretched. All your gun talk, I ain't impressed. My 45 seen real traffic. That's Dallas, Texas. My little partner called her body for a Maserati. He told him get up out the car, hit him with the shotty. That 12 gauge gave him life in the 12th grade. I tried to write him, but we ain't on the same page. I caught him slipping, I just had to let him know. It ain't the end of times yet, I know, but it's getting close. These demons really out to get you, so you better guard your post. There's certain things I could probably let go, but I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. Oh, I can't let him take my soul. Nah.
Okay, just as I was suspecting, this pin was made for all the special shades. And yeah, this is where we just saw this pin come alive. Now let me tell you that when I finger swatched this one here on my lid, I think this is gorgeous. It's a special shade. It's really, really beautiful. But with the artistry pin, woo, goes to another level. I cannot wait for this one that I was really excited about, the Astral Venusian Orchid. This one is gonna look incredible. So there we go. Now we know this is totally worth your money. Let's go ahead and go to the last final two shades.
De poesías, de cuentos, mi amor, yeah. El amor es tan corto, olvidarte, no, no, yeah. Los dos amamos de más, enamorado de tu mirar y tú de otra. Porque eres así, ya sé, bebé, no sientes lo mismo.
Okay, this is nuts. Now, obviously we know from the last special shade that I swatched that the artistry pen will definitely take it to the next level. Here, it's even shifting it a different color If you can see, that might have to do with the fact that, you know, my primer is going to give me a white base and this is more of just my natural shade lid. But look at that, you guys. That's so beautiful. I also think that even though we know that the artistry pen will take these special shades to the next level, that we still swatch them both with and without, because some people didn't buy this and then some people might not want that much intensity to their special shades. But my goodness, so beautiful. And I have to admit that I kind of ignore my special shades in all of my motherships, but I am so excited to go back through all my motherships and go in with this on the special shades. Ooh-wee. This is insanity. Okay, I have the last special shade that I want to swatch for you, and then we'll go on to my final thoughts. Okay, and this is the last and final shade. Clearly we know the artistry pen takes it to another level. This was the shade when they finally released the palette and what it was going to look like, and they started playing with it, you know, on Pat McGrath's Instagram. This was the shade that I was the most excited about, mostly because in the videos, Pat McGrath would put it over a black base and it would just pop like out of control. So this is the one that I was excited about. I like it both, you know, with the pen and without. It's a special shade. I'm gonna tell you what, the silent sleeper in the palette that I didn't think I would be as excited about is going to be this one up top though. This one is gorgeous, the Venusian, Astral Venusian Orchid. Ooh, this one is magic. Magic, magic, magic. So here we go. Here's the last lid swatch for you. We were able to find out what this pen really does do with each shade. It does work with the shimmers. I would say the darker shimmers, the more opaque shimmers, is where you see sort of a difference. But then with the special shades at the end, it just takes them to a whole nother level that I don't even know if, you know, my Maron mixing liquid would. Maybe that's a good theory to test for the next video, because I think I'll have one more video on this palette. But here we go. My lids are burning, baby. All right, now that you saw the last and final lid shade, let's go ahead and talk about my final thoughts. All right, you guys, so here are my final thoughts. Thought number one is I'm very, very happy that I decided to do lid swatches. They just give you such a good idea of what each individual shade would look like. Like, I feel like sometimes I'm guilty of trying to use every shade in the palette to create a look to show you guys versatility. When in reality, if you're running out the door or if you're not filming with the palette and you just want something that's convenient, but you want to see exactly what it would look like with one or two shades and just like a one and done or a very quick look, that's where I think like lid swatches really do make the biggest difference. In addition to that, like I wanted to find something to really love about this palette. I wanted to see, first of all, I knew that she wasn't going to put out a shit product. Like, this is Pat McGrath. I knew that. But the colors, I mean, when I swatched them all on my arm, you guys saw like it, very, very pink palette. But I feel like it's pink in a different way. It just hits a little different. Now, Pat McGrath is smart. She just is. The lady knows what she's doing. You know, you guys saw my makeup and history. I'll link it up here. She knows exactly what she's doing. She has a lot of experience. And I think that she probably anticipated that people were a little bit over the pink. And that's where this little magic pen comes to play. She has talked about using the Maron mixing liquid quite a bit in like other little videos that she puts out where she shows you different look inspos and things like that. I was confused. I thought this might be like a little sponge applicator tip with the Maron mixing liquid, which I still thought was very, very convenient. I thought it would be a great way to get it on without without, you know, putting the mineral and mixing liquid in the cap and then dipping your brush. This is not it. This is a gel-like consistency, and you place it on your lid, and as we saw in the lid swatches, it will definitely take the special shades, the ones at the end of the palette, to the next level for sure. Obviously, you can use them with any special shades that are in your other Mothership palettes. I mean, it's just something that is a convenient tool. When it comes to the performance of the palette, obviously, we also knew that that was going to be very, very good. Honestly, the only matte that I'm excited about in the palette is the one that I used for this look, which is going to be this one here. And that is going to be the Shockwave shade. I mean, these are boring, and we have them in nearly every freaking palette, every Mothership palette. Like, they're just boring. But the Shockwave is gorgeous, and I am living for this look. It's giving me like very much like bubblegum or Barbie vibes, you know? So very, very beautiful. Is the palette worth it for just the one matte shade that I loved? And then, you know, some of the two special shades at the end, we should say? No. But yes, I mean, it's a Mothership palette. I am, and I've said this before, not a collector when it comes to makeup or other collections, except for and only with Mothership palettes. I have 2 more to go. And so in that case, for me, it was worth it. The other positive thing about having this palette is that I could show it to you guys to see if it's going to be a worth the splurge purchase for you that maybe just use makeup every single day and you're not really filming with it, as well as makeup enthusiasts that just like to have everything Pat McGrath like I do. The palette performs well. The palette was a little boring. It fell a little flat. Even if she would have like sneak peeked this exact palette for the month that she was teasing us, I still would have said it's boring. I just, in addition to it being a boring color story for me, the clickbait, like that just really, really got me like not in a positive headspace when it came to the palette. I just thought that she totally clickbaited us. She made us think that this was going to be a colorful palette that had greens and blues and all that, which clearly is not the case. If you count the shimmer, if you shift this way or that way that you might get, maybe, but still, I just felt like it was a misrepresentation of what we actually received. So in that sense, I would also say if you're as disappointed as I was about the color story, maybe just skip out on it or wait till it goes on sale. At the end of the day, I am happy that I have it. If you don't have Divine Rose 1 and 2, then this might be a really good purchase for you because you won't have 3 of these right here in this section. These 3 specifically, we have them in all of them. So I think that this one is definitely better than Divine Rose 1, duh. With Divine Rose 2, they're like neck and neck, but for me, this one's the winner over Divine Rose 2. So I will say that. This look I absolutely love. And so, yeah, that's what I can say about that. So I hope that you found these lid swatches helpful. My lids are burning. I don't think I'll do eyeshadow like this for a while. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Let me know if you picked it up or if you're waiting for it to go on sale. Tell me if these lid swatches were helpful. Please make my little lids feel better. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you over on my Instagram and Twitter, and I will also see you on the next video. I'll see you guys later. Bye!